Okay, I've been in 2 different states, by the way. So check my stats. It's real.
Wow.
I performed DMX. What these bitches want
You've
from
only
me?
been in St. Louis and Chicago. Don't be talking about
No.
checking
I did it in L.A. and Chicago. L.A. and Chicago. Let's get it right.
LA.
Let's get it right.
Did you get booed in LA?
Oh no. and you watched the video, and that video is also available on Instagram.
I watched the video, but it was a lot of gas in the building.
Yeah, they were gassing me up. I know, right? They felt it. Okay.
Omar thought he was Buddy in 5 Heartbeats when he ran on stage.
Ain't got no money. And I
And
killed
the old girl that was front row, he thought she was doing the whole.
Hey, Red says she fainted, and I had to go back and watch the video. She did. Let me tell you though, that was such a good experience. You know, I've done that song a long time, and the crowd was. I didn't pay for a drink the rest of the night, and I fell in love with New York that same night because I met a woman from New York, and you would have thought I met Rosie Perez. She had that aggressive attitude. I thought she was gonna beat my ass. I told Tip this story. Like I thought she was gonna beat my ass, and like I was like, if a black Air Force One was a woman, that was the woman I met.
Hell no.
And I loved every
He
second.
fell in love with her.
I loved every second of it. Okay, I took her out to tacos afterwards. I was, won't he do it?
What we doing?
I'm gonna go back on mute, but it's great. It's great to see my beautiful Midwest Melanin Mafia gang shit.
What are you doing, Cinco?
I thought when he said gang shit, so I was oh, that's on YouTube too. I'm not in the gang, all right.
Damn. You gotta throw a disclaimer out there.
Hey,
Who they let in the door, Cinco?
they didn't let the GDs in the door.
That has
Oh my God.
created with us. Hold on, let me take this off live because they wilding. They don't. I don't have nothing to do with who they let in the door. We not. That's them. That's all them. Did y'all watch AEW Dynamite?
I was following it.
I just saw Adam
Like
Cole's
on Twitter.
entrance when I was driving, and I loved his reaction because I'm an Adam Cole stan. So he got a great reaction tonight. I didn't watch anything else, but I saw Adam Cole's entrance.
I watched Jay's most competitive match with legit Layla Hirsch. You know, Layla.
How was that?
Justice.
How was that?
It was a picture in picture. So, you know, it seemed like Layla was getting a lot of offense, but I wasn't really paying attention since it was in picture, so sorry. But Jay won, and then Will Hobbs put CM Punk, Phillip Brooks through the table.
They had more than one black person on the show? Oh, shit.
It's surprising. What?
The Adventures of America Most Wanted said, "What's up, peeps? What's happening with you? If you subscribe, thank you. If you don't, click that button. Love what y'all do. We love that you tuning in. Yeah.
If you guys have any questions about wrestling, man, just throw them out there, man. I'm fresh. I know y'all been on for an hour, but I'm fresh. Let's go.
He got all the energy.
How you feel? Black wrestling draw. Nah, how you feel about NXT 2.0? No, because you the old that you should know. Let's hear you eloquently talk about the new WWE champion. And you eating? See?
No.
Right.
I had to clear it out for this. So, such an amazing moment to go black to black in terms of champions. I mean, was I a fan of the announced cash in? I mean, it has. I see the benefits. I also see it's the ways it could go wrong at the same time too. But I also understand Monday Night Football is back. First weekend of the NFL season. You know, hell of a game at that too. So it was going to be hard for people to change the channel because that game was bussing. The Ravens and the Raiders. Like I was watching it. I didn't pretty much watch Raw until that moment. But it's great to see Big E. I think Big E has an amazing opportunity to drive the car, to push the needle. It's a great opportunity. I don't think he has to change his character either. Everyone says it's so hard to see a comedic face like lead the way. but you never know what can happen when it happens. So I want to see what happens. I think that they have a lot of faith in the New Day, and I feel like having the New Day. I mean, I'm seeing rumors like the house shows they're gonna have the New Day work the Bloodline, so potentially that could be Survivor Series. That's dope. You'd love to see it. But if Roman can elevate Big E even higher, give him that rub, that's dope. But personally, I just want to see what happens. I think it's a great opportunity to have someone that represents us, not only inside the ring, but outside the ring, lead this company. And Raw needs that joke. We all know Raw is Raw. This was a better Raw compared to past Raws. I'm willing to give it a shot. I'm always going to rock with Big E. But I want to see it. I want to see what happens, man. I'm interested to see the programs that can build from this. I'm pretty sure you'll get a Bobby rematch. I want to see him potentially go against someone like Damian Priest down the road. I want to see him go against maybe Cedric down the road. You know, Cedric has an opportunity to grow. You know, I feel like Cedric Alexander. I know it's way down the road, way down the road, way down the road. But I think Big E has
how far down the road we thinking?
2022.
Down by the riverside.
2020.
Down by.
But anyway, I think Big E has. I think Big E, and this is what I think of Big E. I think Big E has the ability to raise people up with him, similar to Roman. Like when he slapped Bobby, I felt that. Like when he slapped Bobby to start that match, I'm like, oh, this shit is serious. This shit is real. So I'm intrigued. My interest is piqued. I want to see what happens next, and that's all you can want for any wrestling company.
I agree with everything except the Cedric thing. I think last night we was doing our podcast, so it'll be up soon. But Nicole had the idea to send Cedric back to NXT, and I agree with the thought. I think he does need to go. Character-wise, Cedric is not ready. He's not ready to be in the title scene like that. And then after what he displayed in terms of the pandemic era when he was a part of the Hurt Business, Cedric's problem is his delivery. It's not believable. It doesn't work for him. So he's got to either tune that and fix that, because his wrestling is fine. Nobody questions his wrestling. That's not the issue. If he's going to be on...
voice.
Yeah, that's... I wasn't gonna say that.
We know what you're talking about. When you say he got to tone it down, yeah, he do.
I mean, he has to do something because it doesn't work. It don't fit. Now, even if he was a face and he had that behavior, it wouldn't work and it wouldn't fit. So he's gotta fix it. He's gotta fine tune it. I mean, Rhea Ripley, she went and took improv classes and figured out how to get her character together and boost her confidence. Cedric gonna have to do the same thing. It's either that or take your ass back to NXT for 6 months.
Did she though?
She's got it much better than when she originally was on Raw. Rhea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only going by what she said.
Yeah.
I don't.
Rhea
I'm
character
not-
cool. Her in ring right now is still like, yeah.
It's like a disconnect somewhere with it.
Yeah, it's just like she just lose chemistry with everybody she steps in the ring with for some odd reason.
Shout out to Kaylee Ray about to be on that Rhea Ripley plan, get that NXT title. Then never mind, sorry.
Don't be trying to.
Well, I ain't got no problem with it. I just don't like how they bring over the NXT UK women, and then it's like they get that title shot, even though they might deserve it, but they give them the championship, and then it's like everybody else who's on the NXT roster, we're not really worried about y'all. Y'all gonna watch this title run right quick. I
don't know. It's 2.0. Maybe they're gonna do something different.
Rhea Ripley 2.0. And
But I will say, I was at War Games. I think most of us were at War Games. Rhea was really over that year with War Games in Chicago. Like the crowd was really into her, so she could tap. Like I said, and we saw with Big E, like characters change over the years. Like, and I'm big on patience. I think too many times we're rushing people. I can kind of agree with Tim's point with Cedric. You know, with time, I used to talk about Dolph Ziggler all the time. When Dolph Ziggler made a promo, he screamed into the mic, and it felt like you were screaming and not talking. You know, you don't have to raise your voice to get your point across. So I kind of see what you're going though with the Cedric, like toning it down. But it's interesting. Like people, you know, you can say what you want about Vince, but He can get people. Oh, I forgot to mention Keith Lee versus Big E. I think that could be an amazing feud down the road too.
Well, they say Keith Lee's supposed to be turning heel soon, so this is true.
Hmm.
Hey Tiffany,
Yeah.
can we talk about New Jack City? I want you to
What
acknowledge me,
about it?
Tiffany. Can you
No.
acknowledge me? Acknowledge me, Tiffany. Tiffany,
No.
acknowledge me.
No.
People say I'm
Mm-mm.
supposed to show my title belt some more, but you call Roman Reigns Nino Brown.
He's Nino Brown. That's his name.
We showing off title belts. Everyone pull out their belts.
Pull out your belts
Shit,
if
I
you
got
got.
no
They
damn
said we
belt.
supposed to show you your belts. Pull your belts out. I saw Tiffany.
Pull out that wine, Cinco.
I saw Tiffany go in the back. So
I'm
I feel
weak.
like, oh, he pulled out the strap.
It's a strap match. This is my I'm getting ready for my AEW strap match.
This pulled out the WWE coffee cup. The Adventures of America's Most Wanted said he got his belt out too. Shout out to
Hey,
I don't know
America's most wanted. If I don't believe you, so take a picture on Twitter right now or IG and tag We Love Wrestling, Know the Ropes Podcast, Down for the Count, and the Culture Cast. We want to see this picture. I want to put your title online. I won't give you nothing, but just do it.
Hell no.
Hold on. You was like, cause I wanna. Like, what was that?
hold on, time out. So I know where he got that from, but did you just use the little Boosie line and
I
change
definitely-
the words?
I just
on
did.
it? And then-
Put your title on.
And then you got on the,
Put your
at the
title
end,
on
it was
loud.
like, I can't say that.
You know we the culture cast. So we try to flip the culture, but I had to catch myself because
He almost said the other thing. We was gonna look at him like, what?
Put your,
get canceled on live. I give you
Right.
We was
on
yelling
my
at him like,
page, so
Do
you know.
the typewriter.
All this shit was gonna get shut
Oh,
down.
since this is our first time talking, Tiffany, I need to talk to these boys about all us being in Vegas, and none of them trying to link up with your boy.
See, this is the thing. I can explain my part.
I was drunk.
Well, I can't really.
I was drunk.
I can explain it, but I can't
We
explain
out
it for real.
there watching SummerSlam. We didn't saw Becky come back. Well, that kind of took
we
me
don't
out
we,
there.
we don't bring that up.
Sorry,
I was drunk at SummerSlam. I got mad because I forgot where the lockers were, and I got mad at everybody. Like that's how drunk I was.
I meant to say we saw Bobby Lashley say "fuck them kids."
Right.
Hey yo, when Bobby choked out little Goldberg,
I cheered.
I was on one. I was like, "Oh, we choking out kids."
He said, "Fuck them kids."
Hey, it was the best moment for me because I mean, don't beat up kids, but it was a hilarious moment. But yeah, man, Cinco, explain your part, explain your business.
See, this was me. See, I can explain but I can't explain at the same time because I don't know who's watching right now. But when I was,
That'll be an offline combo. Let's just stop. Let's just stop. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I
Yeah,
understand.
I'm about to say leave it discretion, my brother. Discretion.
I was-
Leave it at that.
Soon as I touched down, like we literally like a block from Fat Tuesday, so I bought like the super long one the first night.
Pause.
Pause.
this is Soul's Boy thing.
Pause.
We are so quick with that pause.
I'm sorry. But he said he bought a super long one. No. Pause. No.
I heard that instantly. I'm like, pause.
No.
Have I ever told you the story? I did that. I think I told Ray this. I was at a college visit, and I said pause, and I realized I was on the clock, and I said pause, and I had to catch myself like mid paw, like animal pause. I had to like talk about animals because I'm like something happened in a moment. I said pause to myself, and I'm like, wait a second, I'm on the clock. I can't do that. Pause, like pre-veterinary
You
medicine.
fucking
Like,
stupid. You are stupid. You stupid.
Hey, he said Paul. Well, no, I wouldn't. I've been like, what were you saying, sir? Pause or what? Nah, man. But
But yeah, during that I hit up Planet 13, bought like a pound of weed, and the rest was history.
Damn.
So,
I wasn't there by myself, so
so I understood because Friday night I had got a phone call and I ended up changing tickets. So I went to Dynamite, saw Bill Brooks come back. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing. I mean, CM Punk. Sorry, I was watching. I was into the MMA mode. Saw him come back. Saw people freak out, cry. Be happy. But I'm not cracking no jokes. I'm being serious. People was crying. People was trying to run me over so they could just touch this man. It was a pandemonium. I was there. I was like, back up off me, please. It started from please, and then it escalated to hey, Nick, get the fuck, hey, get off me. You know what I'm saying? Because they was wild. Like you seen this wrestling stuff before. Then from there, United Center straight to the airport. Got on that plane.
Hey, that was a quick little 3.5 hours though.
And then
I think they were lying.
Touchdown in Vegas, and I know the first thing I did was a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel out the Flamingo. They comped me that boy. Boy, it was fire. It was like you can't get to your room or something. I was like, oh no, damn. I was like, I'm a diamond member. You can't talk to me that way. It was like your room's not ready. So I went over to the little diamond area, and she's like, we got one room ready for you. It's at the end of the hallway. And it was the best room, if you ask me.
You know what I'm ready for? I just saw Jay Cargill. If you ask me, I'm ready.
Lord.
Respectfully.
Now, if you would pull up Friday night, we would have kicked it. So yeah.
But, Joe, talk about your room, platinum member Trey, and talk about how was your room not ready? You're a platinum member. Like somebody got fired that night.
Had to be.
Or no, they had to get written up because we used to do that.
They knew you was coming.
When they were diamond members.
If y'all meet me out and everything, and I don't really try to play up like, hey, this is me. I just try to be regular with my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to get no extra from it. But I was tired though. So that's the only reason I pulled that card like, hey, because I was going to wait and everything. But I was like, nah, F that. Y'all need to get me a room so I can sit down a couple hours before something. But yeah, it was just waiting for the people to get done cleaning up. So I just went over there and was like, "Hey, I'm a diamond member. Is there a way I can check into my room now?" She was like, "We have one room for you. Let's give you that."
Whole time they was in a group chat like, oh shit, he's a diamond member.
Right.
Setting him up right now.
Where I went first was outside just to the kiosk, so I didn't talk to nobody to begin with. And then the woman was like, yeah, we wait. So then you got to walk down and then into a room, and it's just two people in there, and then they start looking up everything. She's like, well, we do have this for you. We'll upgrade you a little bit. So the room was ballerific, right? Like if I was a WWE superstar, this is probably like the rooms they got, right? So, it had a whole bunch of stuff that if you ever go to Vegas, you might be able to get one of those rooms and see it, because I'm not going to describe it to you, because everybody Vegas trip is their own personal trip. And what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
I can describe the room he had for y'all. It was 5,000 square feet. It had 3 couches in there. One to pull out to a king size bed. It had a pool table, a wet bar, a dry bar, a medium bar in that bitch, and also
I forgot that he's a Vegas connoisseur, so sing on anything that's a room in Vegas.
The TV came out the fucking ground.
Hell no.
And you see Trey ain't say nothing this entire time.
Right.
And the whole room was controlled by a remote. And you can get an app on your phone to control from there too. You can control the lights if you want to dim it, you want to shine, open the blinds, and do all that good stuff. You can turn on the shower with your phone. You ain't got to be in the shower yet.
Does it serve you wine?
So the craziest thing is, some of the rooms there in Vegas, and y'all know this, y'all been to Vegas. They got the TV in the shower and the TV in the on the mirror when you right there brush your teeth and shit.
Yeah,
perfect.
Shit's wild, perfect, but shit's wild. You know what I'm saying? They even got a TV when you taking a shit because shit's wild.
Never want to leave the bathroom.
Have TV in the bathroom mirror.
You just said shit's wild. I see where you're going with
you
that.
See I did that? Yeah, it was real wild. You know,
shout out to the Aria. They got TVs in their bathroom right in front of the toilet. Shout out to the Aria. And the Bedard too.
Did you share this? Anybody share this on Twitter? You had to be like, "Hey, we live. Come wrap it up with us."
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, share it.
I'm on my work computer. I can't do that right now.
I got.
Man, you better go in incognito mode.
Right. You know what I your private browser.
Something I don't know what to do.
You know what I just realized with y'all? Y'all all got Instagram followers. Like Tiffany, you got a big Instagram following and YouTube following, but you don't mess with Twitter.
I do not.
What's up with you on Twitter?
It's a cesspool.
Where is Kylie Ray? Tasmanian Devil. Kylie Ray is probably at her house enjoying the time, but you can see her on NWA on Fight TV. She was on there last week. She faced Tootie Lynn and got a victory. She could also at Freelance Wrestling. She had to give up her title, her championship, but that's where you can find Kylie Ray. But you won't find Kylie Ray here. You go ahead, Tiffany.
I don't like Twitter.
Why not?
Because people feel real bold on the internet. And there's only so many bitches and hoes I'ma be before I really come and whoop your ass. So I don't deal with Twitter like that. Especially when you talk about wrestling. People get real bold and they mad disrespectful. And what really pisses me off is when you try to insult my intelligence. Don't do that. You'll lose your life trying to do that.
Life?
So I don't mess with Twitter.
Period, Pooh.
Damn.
Did she just say?
She said that with her chest. With the bonnet on.
Y'all
Bonnet
play
move.
Hey, so y'all see, like, I be talking about how Tiffany is, and y'all be like, "No, Tiffany, she's good and everything." But Tiffany is like crazy.
I mean,
like I talk to Tiffany, but Tiffany worries me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Did Brittany just bounce on us like that?
I think she took a phone call.
She what?
I think she took a phone call.
Oh,
We not about to come with the Reds, man. That's the Reds.
the Reds. Well,
Single know what I'm talking about.
Cincinnati Reds.
No, not the Cincinnati Reds. No,
Red Hots.
no. Even though they are red hot, but no.
You saying
She's back in. See in the chat. She's back in. No, the Reds with a Z with a Z at the end. The Reds with a Z at the end.
The RZA.
Oh, I hear you.
Oh, she know what that means?
Yeah, I'm a Delta.
You a Delta?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. She a Delta, so she been throwing that dynasty stuff.
Hey.
I'm never mind. I'm not gonna talk about Greeks. Yeah, move.
I'm not one of them Greeks, so hey.
Can we get our flowers? Did you get flowers to Bobby Lashley before I got on here?
Of course.
Because I know, and Tip, I know you didn't like Bobby Lashley, but you got to give him some.
I give Bobby Lashley mad respect. I did.
That's crazy. I'm about to say. That's because Bobby deserves his flowers right now. Like Bobby held it down. Nobody thought this was gonna happen. Bobby held it down.
That's true.
Was he close to a year as champion?
Nah,
he was less than Drew. He was like at least maybe not 100.
Not quite.
He was a champion. What February? No, March, right before
Beginning of March.
Mania.
He
got
got
like
doing
6
Black History
months.
Month. So
Oh,
beginning of
since
March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About 6 months. That's all right, right? That's a good reign.
Mhm.
He got to get another one. Did
Maybe.
y'all hear him say that he's not scared of Brock though?
I
What
peeped
if they
that.
took the belt off of him? So him and Brock can feud without the title being in the way, the championship being there.
Which I would
So do
I
you
would like that a
draft?
lot more.
Do you draft Bobby to SmackDown?
Brock just
I
shows
send
up
him to
wherever. He don't
SmackDown.
care.
Mm-hmm.
If you put Bobby on SmackDown, who do you take to Raw?
You put Edge on Raw. I
Yeah.
talked to I put Edge on Raw.
On this day.
You put him back on Raw?
Yeah.
Put Edge on. I put Edge
Because
on Raw.
he
Uh-huh.
did walk over there.
That's your draw. Like you got Big E and Edge is
You know-
your mainstream name that'll get more casual viewers.
You know, Riddle is ready to say rated RK Bro. You know it's gonna come.
All right.
Gross.
What?
Gross.
Like rated RK, bro.
Shut up, bro.
Hey, y'all, next week we got 2 black matches on Rampage next Friday and 0 on Dynamite.
Of course.
What you
I'm not
talking about?
surprised.
It was announced next week's Rampage. It'll be Powerhouse Hobbs versus CM Punk. And
Hey,
and the tag match, Scorpio, Sonic Donut Sky and Ethan Page versus Jake Hager and Chris Jericho.
Oh, I wonder how that's gonna go.
Right.
Well,
I just see 2 L's now, so I'm kind of frustrated.
I
with that.
I do. They,
I'm telling
y'all
you,
watch it.
I love
Y'all had it.
Scorpio. So I'm not a fan of this best man, like him and who's this old white guy that's the MMA people.
Dan Lambert.
Dan Lambert.
Dan Lambert. Like none of it makes sense to me. Like I'm so confused. Like I'm just when I watch these segments, I'm like, what? Weren't you just mad at Darby and Sting? Like when did this happen? And mind you, I don't watch it consistently, so maybe I've missed it. And I don't watch
didn't.
Dark unless, and I don't watch Dark, but like,
And the funny thing is, like, Ethan Page could cut a promo on anything. Why do they have this old guy speaking for him? Like that makes it even funnier. Like Scorpio's promos they're alright. Like I ain't gonna
I never
be
heard
like
him
it's
live.
the
But I
best.
saw his segments are good, but I never heard him promo.
No, his promos alright.
Who?
Like Scorpio's.
What promos?
His promos when he used to have promos.
When he had the. Damn, why we doing that? So,
Before it was before Soulja Boy found out he was the first rapper to do a lot of stuff. Let's just put it that way.
so Scorpio Sky went on a tear on AEW Dark. He won like 22 matches. You know what I'm saying? Then he cut this promo and was like, "I'm Scorpio Sky. You got to notice me." And he went and challenged for the TNT title and got beat by Cody.
Of course.
Then right after he got beat, that's when RIP to Brody Lee came out and they started that.
You in the Matrix, bro.
Then Scorpio Sky, he came back again and he was doing his thing and he was the face of the revolution. So he got the Sonic ring, which I just call the ash cushion because when you get
it's the BBL cushion.
yeah,
Not the BBL cushion.
when
When
people
they sit
have
on an airplane after they get surgery in Mexico or Brazil.
Where's that coming
or
from?
they're
I said that's the French crew that
that's
don't
what I
know.
seen. I seen girls sitting on that to make sure the donut, the ass donut is cool. He got that, and then he challenged Darby Allin like 3 days later, and then he lost, and then he disappeared, and they put him in SCU and everything, and for a tag match, and they had lost that match because everybody was like, "Oh, the Young Bucks are going to face the first tag team champion. Scorpio's doing something," and then that was done, and now Kazarian is chasing around the Elite, being the Elite Hunter. And Scorpio Sky came back with Ethan Page into a tag team where they was going after Darby, but Scorpio didn't face Darby. Ethan faced Darby, and Scorpio didn't get nothing out of that. He got pinned by Sting in a tag match. But I don't know what's going on with Scorpio Sky. Cause y'all brought this up, and people be like, every time you talk about AEW had no black champions, they be like, well, they did something with Scorpio Sky. That's
Did what?
cool, but Scorpio Sky's stories by himself are very lackluster. Haven't done much, but when he's in a tag team, damn, the stories revolve around the tag team. So, where's the meat and potatoes about Scorpio Sky that makes me want to care about it? Since we're talking, let's keep going. People be like, yo, we got this match on AEW. They did their thing. Where's the storyline behind these wrestlers to make me care about them being in these matches? Like Swole and Diamante, they had a few matches, and I watched it from the beginning. If y'all was on follow the Instagram, y'all would have saw it. Her and Diamante, they had the Diamante came out, made her lose the match. Then, they did the talk with Mark Henry in the back, the promo they did. Then they had the tag match where Nyla Rose and Julia Hart, is that her name? Julia Hart?
Julia Hart
was Swole's tag partner, where at the same time, Swole was over here just with Red Velvet and Colin King doing the RSK thing on Dark for a few months, but y'all tore that away, and then Red Velvet on another term, had to face Britt Baker and Reba, or not Rebel, or Rebel, not Reba, whatever, and Jamie Hayter, who debuted, and Red Velvet was by herself, but she got saved by Statlander. But she was just with RSK on Dark. Doesn't make sense. But back to it, they had the tag match. Diamante and Nyla Rose won that. Then Swole and Diamante had the 3 stages. And Swole tagged her in a few matches. You know what I'm saying? That thing got like 10,000 views on Twitter when I posted it. And Swole retweeted it. But where does Swole go next? If they give her an actual storyline and something with meat and potatoes going.
But here's the thing where you mentioned where I feel like I don't watch Dark unless somebody says you need to go back and watch it Dark, or if my homie Jake St. Patrick's on Dark, or somebody needs to somebody say, hey, go watch this wrestler on Dark. That's the only. It's not appointment television, but they dropped the ball because you just had all this fanfare and all this. I mean, it was trending. Black wrestling draws. You had Swole Diamante, the 3 stages match. You follow that right back up on Dynamite. You put that on Dynamite. You give her a promo segment. You give her another match, like, hey, I just dominated this on Dark. I'm here, and bam, you set your storyline, and then that's how. Not only you carve out more time for the women on the roster, but also for Swole. But they didn't follow up on any of that. And
ask yourself why they didn't do that though.
No, and that's what's frustrating.
And there's no real explanation about.
There's no explanation for it.
Y'all know exactly why they're not doing it.
She wasn't on. They did do the promo about the match on Dynamite, didn't they? Or y'all don't watch Dynamite to know that?
I don't watch it full 24/7. No, I got a job.
So we can't really. I mean, it's not 20. It's 2 hours, so we really can't.
What the promo was she? Okay, if they did a promo, I apologize for that. But personally, you do a match, you have her get a victory, and you have her cut a promo in the ring to continue the momentum. If I'm playing armchair booker,
we got Jamie Hayter for that. I'm just saying, Jamie Hayter debuted on Rampage, attack Red Velvet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then y'all saw her get a match on Dynamite the next Wednesday against Red Velvet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Janae, who's not here, because Statlander came out and saved Red Velvet, and I was like, okay, where does Red go with this? And Janae said, oh, it's going to lead to a tag match for all 4 for them, and I was like, oh, okay. Because Statlander got beat up, and I was like, wouldn't Red Velvet want to come and get her payback on it? But who ran out? Riho?
Don't get me started. I was fucking useless.
Somebody got
Rio
beside
weighs all 30 pounds. What is she gonna do?
AW, I told y'all January, like people act like I'm making this up. Go back to January, Red Velvet, La Rosa Negra interview. We sat down with Red Velvet and I literally said, AW, I'm watching what y'all do with Red Velvet and everything this year. I'm gonna look at it with a microscope. I'm looking at all of it. And people like when I said, oh, they getting her ready for next year and all this, but then when you come back with facts like Hater just came back, 3 matches on TV in less than a week. What's up, Ruby? So
Side note, shout out to Cal 9000, by the way, man. You know, he's over at Complex and he's been holding it down. Like did y'all read the article he wrote on Big E on Complex?
No, I haven't read it yet.
Definitely worth checking it out, man. Amazing article, amazing interview, amazing breakdown. Highly recommend. Take your flowers, brother. That was dope.
This nigga said Cal 9000. If
Well,
y'all,
Cal.
if
Yeah,
y'all don't know Cal with a Black Wrestling Podcast, you know, he does that other thing too. So you can read that. I read it this morning, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cal. We be having combos, so you know, shout out to Cal. Shout out to Black Wrestling too.
Black Wrestling. You gotta say it like Black Wrestling. Black Wrestling.
You might see.
See, Omar, you wasn't here when I said you got to say Big E's last name with your chest. You got to say that Langston. Yeah, that Langston.
Hey, man. It's big meaty men bumping meat era, man. It's an amazing era right now.
Hell no. Hell no.
Big meaty men.
With big chests.
Big chest.
And big muscles. In the ring. Bumping meat.
I fucking can't.
Big meaty men bumping meat. He said that on live TV, y'all. Like, come on.
He said, "Oh, we got big meaty men bumping."
Well, first was on the podcast.
So much pause.
Yeah, but he did it Monday when he brought it back on Monday night. It was
And I was so hyped. I giggled.
You had to be there when the podcast first came out and your first time hearing it.
He said, "You can have your 5-star matches. You can have your work rates. I want Goldberg."
Tiffany, acknowledge me.
Are we bringing back the belts?
No, sir.
I can't get acknowledgement.
No.
Just me, myself, Tiffany.
What am I acknowledging exactly?
Acknowledging that you here on We Love Wrestling. We appreciate you being here.
Okay, great. That's awesome.
Acknowledge it.
For what? What is gonna make you feel better?
It's gonna make me feel like we family.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
She said, "You want a cookie, nigga?
See,
Like, you want a cookie?"
See why I don't mess with people with bonnets?
You know what? I'm happy you said that. I don't know Tiff well enough. Me and bonnets. I have a little thing on bonnets, but I didn't want to say nothing.
I'm aware that you have a thing with bonnets.
I did. You said.
Do you have a bonnet?
No. So here's the thing.
He has a beard bonnet.
You got a beard bonnet.
So when I was on the IG live with Tiff, she had the bonnet on. I'm like, you know what? I'm in her space with her people. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm in her space. She allowed me up.
Wait, Tiffany had you on the IG live?
Hey,
He came in. I let him in.
We got some followers. Shout out to those who
You ain't never asked to come in.
Never let.
I requested to come up.
Oh, I don't never request.
See?
It was dope, man. We got some more. Shout out to those who followed the Culture Cast pod on IG from there, man. I appreciate it. That was funny. But I was in her space. But now we together, and she got this bonnet on again. And I don't know. Look, I didn't want to say nothing.
You can't make me take it off, Joe.
Ooh.
We just gonna have to deal.
So what's your deal with the bonnet? Oh,
I just don't like bonnets.
That's
I don't
when
care
Mary
for
had
it
a
at
little
all.
lamb.
Period.
I don't care. I don't care for bonnets whatsoever.
Did you used to get whoopings with when your mom had a bonnet on?
No, there's nothing triggering about it. Ain't nothing triggering about it, but I just don't fuck with bonnets.
That it's too much for him.
I forgot to mention that next Friday, not only do we get 2 matches on Rampage would be 2 hours.
2 hours.
I knew that was coming.
2 hours.
Yeah.
It starts at 9 o'clock on
It
Friday
should
night.
be 2 hours.
Is that because they're in New York? Probably.
Probably.
That's on 10 to 12.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no yeah.
Bro, you
On a
wrestling
Friday
just
night.
already and a Friday night?
On a Friday night. Shit. I'm gonna be outside.
You think the people that are going to the Rampage is going out anywhere or has any type of social life?
I mean, that's
No,
enough.
because y'all already say they don't watch.
Because
so.
them dark tapings be, man.
By the way,
so I went
I see-
to Dynamite and they did Rampage afterwards, and I was so mad. I was like, "All right, we can go to the crib." My son was like, "Whoa, let's watch these matches too." And I was like, "Bro, I really don't care for them because I was really done with the show after." Never mind, I'm not. Well, yeah. After I seen the dark elevation tape, them do them matches, I was really kind of done with the show at that point. I didn't really care for nothing else that was on it myself.
here's one thing I just saw. I just looked at the card, and you got the Elite versus Jurassic Express. I love Adam Cole, man. I don't want him with them lames. I don't need. He don't need to be
at all.
I know, and I know those his friends, but like to me, like Adam Cole's the man. He don't like he had Undisputed Era. He Mr. Boom. Okay, I don't need him with the Bucks.
Yo,
Too late.
you know what Adam Cole going to AEW has like shown me a little bit though?
What?
Don't say he's a mid card.
No, it seems like he's more polished than the people that he's hanging out with.
He is.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's a 100% fact. 100% fact.
So like it likes when he's with them, and I was noticing it last week in Cincinnati. It's like it's downgrading what they doing because I'm like, yo,
They don't match.
he looked like a big fish in a small pond. At this point.
He was
That's
trained by
because he
Shawn
is.
Michaels incarnate damn near. Like the way his swagger, I saw him with the jacket today, the way he controls it with the boom, like just it's dripping charisma is like you watch it when he's on the like yes, I'm a mark right now. Like to me, and this is somebody that didn't watch Adam Cole before he got to NXT like that. I just heard about him and like became fully invested from his character and his appeal alone. Like to me, he has that draw. That's why I'm so disappointed WWE lost him, but you do what you gotta do. But he has it, and I feel like the Elite ain't it. They're good, don't get me wrong, but Adam Cole's different.
And that's
Yeah,
this is
he
a
said
long.
that he knew he was gonna make his way to AEW sooner or later. So hearing him say that, I'm not that mad.
The thing
I
is, what I've always not liked about the Elite.
Hey Twitch, we're going.
Plus players. And no one, especially when they were in Bullet Club and literally destroyed it, but no one wants to talk about that.
You gotta listen to Thomas Island. He's stay going in on them.
I mean, it's true. They literally, all he did was go in there at Goofy, basically dismantled the whole meeting and the whole reason behind it, and just made it a t-shirt shop.
Shout out
All
to
he did was create ugly merch for all these motherfuckers who don't shower.
shout out
That's
to
all
New
they do.
Japan. Shout out to New Japan giving me my old page back. You know what I'm saying? My old YouTube page. The night that the Firing Squad beat up the Elite, I had uploaded the video onto YouTube and got like 1,000 subscribers and so many views. In New Japan hit me with copyrights on 3 videos that 2 of them didn't have nothing to do with them.
Damn.
And they took my page, but I just got it back over the weekend. So shout out to them. Don't worry about the page name. We'll see what happens. But yeah. Woo.
They was like, nah, bro. Ain't happening.
Had some letters that went out. It's been a while. So when I saw it, I was like,
oh, they sent you the letters?
I mean, I sent letters to them trying to get that thing back. You know, you got to write your case to why you need your page back. It's been over 4 years, but got that thing. Cool. Yo, we can wrap this thing up. You on YouTube watching. Shout out to whoever that is. Adventures of America's Most Wanted. That's a hilarious name for watching us and
That
talking.
sounds like some creepy stuff.
Yeah, it does.
Don't go outside, bro. You America's Most Wanted, bro.
It sounds wild.
Adventures of America's Most Wanted.
You know what, but you watching this though, so I
ain't
say
shit
that.
to be adventuring about.
Thank you for watching, bro. I'm not Ray. Thank you for watching.
You knew he was gonna say something.
Look at that. Look at that. I subbed and like.
I'm a hood dude from the 80s. I take that back.
Oh, you ain't trying to get him.
Hey, I fucks with that heavy, bro. So what y'all think about Bray Wyatt or maybe the direction that Adam Scherr's going? They shoot fire ass promos and they ain't no older than AJ or Edge. It's all about the mic, right? It's all about the mic in the moment, in my opinion. Everyone has a moment. Will you seize that moment when it's your time?
Yeah, I think formerly Braun is probably too in over himself, which is why no one really wants to book him right now. I'll just say it like.
I thought he was going to Impact.
That's
He
what I
needs to go
thought
to New
too.
Japan. He needs to go to New Japan. Like he needs to go to Japan.
Braun?
Braun in Japan would be amazing, going against those wrestlers over there, over out that way.
Yeah, I know Braun can wrestle.
Well, someone's he's gonna shoot on the wrong person and.
Nicole is
Ooh.
Nobody caught what Nicole said.
I peeped. That's why I was
He
quiet.
say it all the time. That's why I ain't say nothing.
Hey, it was so true the way she. I think Brock can wrestle.
Bray, I really think Bray going back to the WWE. That's just my opinion.
I feel like
so
he is too.
Yeah.
You think everybody going back to the WWE?
Hey, sue me.
They gonna announce at the draft.
Yep.
You think so for real?
Yeah.